Hi guys, we are going to use this Benefit brow pencil and we're going to go ahead and do her brows. You want to always make sure you use light strokes and make hair light strokes at the beginning of the brow and slowly follow the natural arch of the brow. So that's what I'm doing here. I'm just gently filling in her brows because she has pretty thick brows, really nice brows. So we're just following the natural arch of her brow, and that's what I'm doing here. And then I'm making hair-like strokes at the beginning of her brow, trying to make sure that the brows are evenly because they're not twins. So we're going to be using this Patrick Starrr concealer, and we're just going to go ahead and put a little bit under, highlight a little bit under the arch of her brow. And put a little darker concealer towards the front of the brow. And that's what I'm doing there. I have a little on my hand. So we're just going to put the lighter concealer on the arch. And that's what we're doing here. And then we're going to blend it in. We're going to go ahead and do this one too. At the beginning of the brow. Just to clean up the brows a little bit. And that's what I'm doing here. Okay, and then the arch again on the other side. Just making it even and make it look nice and seamless. So that's what we're doing. And then after we get that done, we're going to go ahead and blend it. Real gentle hand, you guys, because you don't want to wipe it out. You just want to have gently blend it in because you want it to look really nice when you put on your eyeshadow. So just gently blend it in. And that's what I'm doing there. Okay, and then we're going to do a little bit on the top just to let it look a little bit more structured. You don't want a halo brow, but just to make it look a little bit more neater. So that's what I'm doing there. Just following the natural arch and just cleaning up the top of the brows as well. Yep, and then blending it out. We're going to go ahead and blend it out. Yep, that's what we're doing there. Just gently blending it out. Okay, yep. Okay, so it can just look neat. She gets her brows done a lot, so they were already neat looking, so I didn't really have to do a whole lot for her because she's a type of person that keeps up her brows. So right now we're going to use this moist setting spray. It's called D'Alba, and I bought it off of Amazon. And we're going to use that because it's like a moisturizer, and it naturally moistens the skin and also adds a glow to the skin. So this is going to be our moisture. And I'm just going to go ahead and rub it into the skin, even it out. Here it is. And just let it sit on the skin. Okay, and then we're going to add a little, we're going to add some Juvia's Place to her lids because that is a concealer, but I like to add it to the top of the lids just as a primer for the eyeshadow. And we're just going to gently blend that in. She has really great eye space. I mean, she has really great eye space. I wish I had so much eye space to create some really good looks on my eyes, but I can't. I have hooded eyes. So we're just going to go ahead and gently blend that in to her eyes, to her lids, and then we're going to go ahead and add some eyeshadow. Yep. Make sure you're real gentle. You always want to make sure you have a gentle hand when you're dealing with your clients and your talent. Really gentle. You don't want to be abrasive in any way. Okay, and just let that get tacky a little bit, and we're going to use this Juvia's Place Warrior palette, and we're going to go ahead and just do a transition shade. I'm going to use that little darker brown, not the dark brown, but the kind of lighter brown. And we're just going to tap it on and just use this as a transition color. Okay, that's what we're doing here. Just gently, be really gentle with the eye. You don't want to be, rough at all when you're dealing with your talent or your clients. You want to have a real gentle touch to you, because when they sit in your chair, they are at the point where they're under your control, really, because you have the power there, right there. You even can minister to them right there, sitting in that chair. great things can happen from that point in that chair. So you just want to make sure you're very gentle with your hand and with your conversation with the client or the talent, with anybody that sits in your chair, even if it's your friend. You just want to make sure that you're real gentle. Okay, towards the end of the V shape, we're just going to go ahead and add a little bit to that outer V and go ahead and kind of add more definition to the eye. And that's what we're doing right there. We're adding a little bit more definition, and we're going to have to do a lot of blending. We're going to have to do some blending because you want it to be seamless. You don't want any harsh lines or anything to look harsh when you're dealing with eyeshadow. So what we're doing right now, we're going to make sure that everything is blended out. Drag a little bit in, not too much, because you don't want to make it look like the person has a raccoon eye. So let's just be really, really light-handed when it comes to blending, and just make sure we blend. Okay. Yep. Just make sure we blend, and don't go too close to the arch, the arch of the eye at the top where we put the concealer. Don't go too close with the eyeshadow there. And right now we're going to add a little shimmer to her lids, just a little. We're not going to do heavy shimmer, just a little shimmer to her lids. And we're going to blend it out really good so it looks really, really, really natural. Like I said, we don't want anything. We're going for a natural look here, so we want it to be nice and clean. So that's what we're going for here. So we're just going to lightly, I'm changing my brush right now and getting a cleaner brush. So we're just going to go ahead and blend that in until it's really seamless and really pretty, and everything blends really good in. So that's what we're doing. We're not going to stop until it's done the right way. So we don't want to take up too much of the client or the talent's time, but we're just going to go ahead and make sure everything is seamless. Right now we're going to use the e.l.f. And this is I love this primer. This is, oh my gosh, this primer makes your makeup last. So we're going to go ahead and add some to our palette and go ahead and gently distribute it to the skin. That's what I'm doing here. I'm adding the e.l.f. Power Grip Primer to the skin. And the skin is ready. It's nice and hydrated and everything looks good. So we're going to go ahead and grab our foundation. I had to mix two foundations together, guys, because I didn't have her exact colors. So I mixed two of them together. I thought I edited that part out of the video, but I guess I didn't. So we're just going to go ahead and add the foundation to her skin. And we're mixing it. We're kind of being a mixologist here because we're trying to get our color. So that's what I'm doing here, making sure I can find her right shade. I thought I had more of those foundations, but I only had a couple of choices. So we're just going to go ahead and make it do what it do. But in real life, you would want to make sure that you had the correct color. I know we always have to mix colors because that's what we do, but if you're working with talent, you want to make sure that you have their correct color, or things can always be done before the production. But right here, she was coming back over, so I wanted to make sure I could mix something and have something to work with for her. Okay, so that's what we're doing. We're just gently adding the foundation to the skin and make sure we get it even distributed throughout the skin. We want to make sure the skin looks like skin. We don't want to make anything cakey. And right now we're just going to go ahead and spray the Charlotte Tilbury on her face just to have that foundation melt into the skin and just distribute it evenly. That's what I'm doing. Oh, her skin looks so pretty. Natural light is so pretty for your face. It just makes your makeup look really flawless. It really does. We're just pressing it into the skin and making sure it's pressed into the skin. Yep, that's what we're doing. And then we're going to use the Juvia's Place concealer in the number 13. We're just going to go ahead and add some to her under eyes. Not a lot. I don't like a lot of concealer to the under eye. I don't. I put a little bit on her forehead, a little bit on her chin. And then I do it down her nose a little bit, even though I'm not probably won't do that much. I won't do any contouring on her as far as nose, because she has a pretty slender nose. But we're going ahead right now. We're blending in that concealer, patting it into the skin. Make sure you pat it into the skin. Yeah, pat, pat, pat. And I'm going to ask her to open her eye in a few minutes so we can go ahead. You want to make sure that you get you don't want to get in that eye. When you want to get close to under that eye, because that's where you're going to put your powder. So just make sure you pat it into the skin, and always keep the client safe and happy. Never, do anything that might hurt them. But just pat, 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 and get it seamlessly blended into the skin. I know it's not her right color, but we're going to go ahead and even it up with some bronzer. And right now we're going to go do a little contouring. So we're going to use that black opal stick, and we're going to do a little contouring to her face. Yeah, just to get her face a little bit more definition. Yeah. I love black opal. I think black opal is an amazing product. It's been around for a long time. So that's what I'm using. We're just going to go ahead and we're going to start blending. Yeah, there we are. We're going to start blending in. You always want to make sure you blend upwards, because you want to pull the face up. You never want to pull the face down. Okay, so we're blending in that cream contour. There we go. So pretty. It's coming together so nicely. Yes, always make sure you go up. Be very gentle with the hairline. You don't want to get a lot of makeup in their hairline as well, especially some of the talent that wear the lace wigs. But just gently blend up, because you don't want to pull the face down. You always want to make sure the face is up. Even with your brows, you don't want to pull a down brow. You want to make sure the brows look good and that they're, highlighting the face. So just gently blend it in. Make sure that it's blended in really, really good. That's what I'm doing there. And then we're going to set. So I'm going to put a little bit of the RCMA powder and the Patrick Star mix. I mix it together, and we're just going to do a little, I don't really bake, but we're just going to go ahead and tap it into the skin. This is the RCMA powder, white powder. I love this powder, the colorless and powder. It's such a good powder. And it just makes the skin look so flawless. So we're just patting it into the skin. There we go. So nice. Yeah, I love it. So nice. There we go. Around her laugh lines. Yes, here we go. Yes. Make sure we get it evenly distributed throughout the face. And I always make sure I reverse contour a little bit, so I always make sure I draw a line right under that contour, just so I can blend it in a little better. And then we're going to take some powder, and we're just going to, go over that. There, just want to make sure I blend, and everything look really nice and seamless. Okay, we are almost finished with this process. Yeah, and make sure that those brows are not going to be all greasy. I can't stand greasy brows. There we go. We're just going to add a little bit more powder, and we're going to walk away for a second to grab something. Okay, we're back. We're just going to go ahead and just use that Bobbi Brown pressed powder there, and we're just going to brush off that bake, kind of, blend it into the skin. Okay, that's what we're doing now. We're just brushing off all that excess powder with the Bobbi Brown pressed powder. Yeah, that's what we're doing. We need to get the other side. There we go. Okay, there we go. Oh my gosh, just looking so great. Yep. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Still brushing it off. Yep, there we go. And we added some lashes, and now we're going to add some mascara. We're going to add some mascara and pinch those lashes together so they can marry and get closer to each other for the foundation. I mean, for the mascara. There we go. Pinch them together. Here we go. I love mascara. I think mascara just is so magical to me. Okay, there we go. So pretty. Yep. I just love makeup, you guys. I just love it. Makeup is the best therapeutic thing that there is. Okay, we're going to use a liner, and this is the Maybelline liner. We're just going to do a strip, just a little line across the lash line. Not much. It's like this is supposed to be a natural look, so we're just going to have a little black liner on the above the lashes. Okay. There you go. Yes. Coming together. The look is coming together. Okay, after that, we're just going to go ahead and add a little eyeshadow to the bottom of her eyes, just to give her eyes some definition. It's just a little, I'm just going along, because she doesn't like eyeliner. She said the eyeliner makes her eyes water, so we're going to do a little powder. Yep, we're going to do a little powder. There we go. And then we're going to be done. We're going to put some mascara on these bottom lashes. Yes. Oh, I love mascara on the bottom lashes. They look so beautiful. And that's what I'm doing there. Okay, and I'm just cleaning things up right here, you guys. Going under her eyes and over her nose with the makeup, with a little makeup brush. And just trying to make sure everything is seamless looking. Yep. Here we go. We're going to go ahead and add a lip. And this is MAC. And I think this is, I don't remember. I don't want to tell a fib. But this is so great that we can do this kind of work. I mean, look how everything is coming together. We're just putting everything together. And, I'm going to give her a nice brown lip. A nice natural brown. I'm going to go ahead and blend that in a little bit. We're going to blend. And here it is, and I'm using the NYX Buttercream Gloss. I love this gloss. And I love all the glosses by NYX. I just think they're so pretty. Oh, my gosh. They make any look come together and just look amazing. So that's what we're doing here. We're just adding the NYX Butter Gloss. And we're adding it in, and we're going to take our we got our little lip one, and we're kind of adding it in. Yep, that's so pretty. Yes, that's gorgeous. Yeah, we're kind of blending it in here, you guys. I want to make sure it's a good blend. She didn't want to overpaint her lips, like when you put it on top. She didn't want her lips to look like that. So we're just blending it in nicely. There we go. I'm just going to put a little in the middle. A little gloss in the middle. There we go. She's rubbing her lips together. There we go. Oh, wow. The look is really coming together. She looks really nice. She's happy with her look. Okay. Okay, we was interrupted. She's happy with her look. We're going to add a little bit of blush here. Someone tried to call in while I was doing my voiceover. Okay, we're just adding a little blush to her look. The natural lighting is pretty. Oh, wow. Yeah, makeup looks really good in natural light. I like it. I need to do all my makeup looks in natural light. It's really, really pretty. And she's happy with her look, you guys. She's very happy. She's excited. She's going out to a barbecue tonight. So today is 4th of July, so she's really happy. We're just going to add her a little glow to her nose. Since we didn't do any contouring of her nose, she didn't want any contouring of her nose, so that's what we're doing right now. Yep. Really, really nice. It came out really nice. So thank you guys for watching.